starting with the iconic Dreamlover. And also I am starting with these Belgian milk chocolate discs. Let's get into it. Or let's get into those opening thoughts. So Dreamlover, 8 weeks at #1, the perfect summer vibe. And also it was a great like transitional record from summer to fall. I can definitely see why this was a great hit from Mariah. Great R&B sample, great, but still has that like pop sensibility. Continue to expand upon the girl next door image. I really think the videos from Music Box, Merry Christmas, and Daydream definitely show that progression of Mariah going from having a little bit of a bigger budget, but we're still kind of trying to appeal to everybody with that girl next door image. And then we really see through Butterfly and Rainbow, the true like pop star at full force. It's amazing how each era we see Mariah getting a little bit more comfortable with that diva superstardom and all the bells and whistles that come with pop divas and pop stars. And obviously as her fame and sales grew, also the budgets grew. So I think Music Box and Daydream, again, it's still that like perfect mix of I can still relate to her, but also she's Mariah Carey superstar. This is summer, I'll do summer in this video. I'll do these watermelon things. I like the vibrant colors in this. I don't remember these flashes of flowers. A little bit aggressive. Right off the bat, I noticed that these little flower B-roll shots have kind of like an ultraviolet filter to them. Kind of like the contrast is really turned up, which is very 90s. But then the regular video shots are more like colorful, saturated, but more like, I don't know how to describe it. Smooth, creamy. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. But I don't know if that was part of, I don't know if that's because they recently restored the video for the 30th anniversary or if it was always like that. I don't know why, I just like never noticed. Again, this is just like a good vibey video. Reminds me of like 4th of July, chilling with your friends in the field. Maybe your friend lives in the countryside or they have a cottage by the lake and you all are just cruising around in the flowers in the field. And it just seems like a great, you know, sunny day. Almost kind of like childlike too, like kids running through, you know, at recess through the grass or whatever, or at the park or the community center. It's cute, I love it. Oh, and a hot air balloon. Oh, come on, choreo. That curl is so perfect. Again with the random animal, the dog, the turtle. I need to learn this choreography. The iconic shot where she's laying back with the flower and the curls up close. That like Mariah dollface beauty shot that is so quintessential to all Mariah music videos. Once after this music video, you can see from Obsessed, Get Your Number, Underneath the Stars, My All, like it's all these, and Miss You Most at Christmas Time. It's all these close-up shots where she's like lying or lounging somewhere, just showing that face card. It's such a fun video. Like it's just good times with your friends, and it feels like it feels more natural and less polished than the past videos. And I think that's something that she really learned from doing MTV Unplugged. The music doesn't need to be always polished all the time. The music videos don't need to be polished all the time. You know, it can just be lighthearted, goofy, and we don't necessarily need a forced storyline all the time. Like here we have a story. She's with her friends, she's in the hot air balloon, they're spending time, I guess that's a Sing Sing, I don't know. And they're swimming and whatever, camping, whatever. It's not, I don't know, I feel like compared to I Don't Want to Cry, it seems a little dreary. Well, then also maybe it's because it's a more happy song and that's a sad song. Maybe I shouldn't really be comparing, but a loose concept and it's just go with the flow. And I like it. This hero at the iconic Proctor's Theater. Mariah said, I don't really need to do much. I don't need to lift a finger. It already went #1. So just pull something from the special. I'm gonna try these blue raspberry things. A hero lies in this bag, okay? The fact that at this Proctor's Theater special, which was such a pivotal moment for Mariah's career and her personal life, which you can read in her book, but basically for those who are too lazy to read, I know my friend Ari's too lazy to read that. Every time I send him a podcast or movie or book, yes, I'm dragging you, Ari, you never watch it, but sometimes he gets around to it. But anyways, none of the fans in the audience ever heard these songs from Music Box. Like this was like being invited to a Spotify listening party downtown. And you got to hear like your favorite artist album and see them perform it live. So they got to see Dreamlover, Hero, Without You, and Anytime You Need a Friend, I think, live for the first time before anybody else, before it was even released. Like this was filmed in the summer for a Thanksgiving special. So like Dreamlover was probably like just released at the time. And this was also a pivotal moment for Mariah because she didn't realize the magnitude of her fame and her fans until this very moment. And that's when she truly became dedicated to us lambs, which we're forever eternally grateful for. Witnessing history. To be honest, I don't really have much to say about this video because it's just a simple performance from the special. Hero, it's just one of those songs where, for me personally, I don't always go to the studio version. It's not like it's a bad song, it's a good song. And it's an inspirational song, which I love. But I don't know why, for some reason, like, I never get sick of Anytime You Need a Friend. But with Hero, like, I just always skip it. I'm sorry. But in a live context, always love it. Like when I saw Mariah twice back to back in 2022 and 2023 for the Christmas concerts, saw that Hero was on the set list. I'm like, ugh, like seriously, again, girl. But then every time she did it, I was like always full body chills. So it's just, I think it's just, Hero is definitely always gonna be better in a live context. I'm trying to look for this other Hero video because I saw on Mariah Carey Network that there's one called Hero Studio version, but I can't find it. Where is this lost music video? So now we're gonna move into Anytime You Need a Friend trifecta. The original gospel version, the CNC remix, and the Soul Convention remix, which we got in the MC30 releases. I don't understand why this song wasn't bigger. Like I always said, I love a gospel Mariah track like Make It Happen. That's one of my faves. To Be Around You, that's one of my faves. I truly feel that they really pushed this remix. I feel like they really pushed this single and it only reached top 15. So I don't know why, because I feel like it was destined to be a hit. Maybe I'm biased because it's one of my favorites, but like they did so many club remixes, like multiple videos. What happened? I guess there just wasn't time for promotion. No, she did. She promoted it on the tour. She did performances on David Letterman. She did performances here and there on Top of the Pops, I think. What happened? It was the hit that got away. Also, I want to say there was even a scrap music video before this. So there was a lot of budget into this single. Doing these cherry sour balls. This was the first music video Mariah had straight hair. I don't know why that was such a big deal, but all the research that I've done, everybody cites this video. I'm telling you, there's something about Anytime You Need a Friend. There's so much lore behind it. I think the corporate morgue wouldn't let her straighten her hair because they were scared it was gonna make her look a certain way. You know, I won't get into the details about that. You can go read it in the book. I guess this is kind of like a first reinvention for her because after this, she would always have straight hair. Gone are the curls. You can kiss those curls goodbye. Two things that I want to say about this. Number one, that scene where they're with the gospel choir. The team was like, girl, I know you're doing the tour, you're in the middle of the promo, rehearsals, whatever, but everybody single file line up the stairs. We got to do this really quickly, okay? Everybody just, it's something quick for the kids. Something we got to send to NTV real quick because the previous one was scrapped. So we got to pull this, we got to scrape some shit together. We got to come up with something because we need to push this single. The second thing I want to say is, again, it's kind of calling back to Make It Happen, and there's got to be a way where we're showing like different walks of life because obviously it's an inspirational anthem about different people who are struggling through life who need a friend. I love this shot on top of the building. It looks like she's flying at times. I don't know why this is sending me, but she's singing this such like serious inspirational ballad in like this crop top and go-go boots. I don't know why it's sending me, but it's just funny to me. 8. Again, I never get tired of the song. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's everything. It's stunning. Now we go to the club version, which is kind of like the behind the scenes one. And same with the Soul Convention one. And I just love videos like this because I like observing what life in the 90s was like. It's easier for me to grasp kind of how it was back then. I don't know. I find that fascinating to me. Shooting the single cover. Okay. Ooh. Anyways.
I don't know.
Die kenne ich nicht.
Y'all hear some? I hear this beat. Live for the Chanel glasses. She's so, see you next Tuesday. What chips we eating, Mariah? Okay, is this Baja her stylist? I'm wondering. Not her ironing her hair with the... What's she reading? Mariah's so chaotic here. The iconic gesture. This video reminds me of like a kid in a hotel room for the first time. You're like jumping on the beds, you're ordering room service, playing around in the towels and everything. It reminds me of when I used to go on like a family vacation and me and my sister, we would just be running around the hotel room because we were so excited to be in a hotel. Again, you just see that rawness and looseness from Music Box compared to like the stiffness, I guess, of emotion videos. And I'm not saying stiffness as in like it's a negative way. I just mean like stiffness as in like I feel like her first videos were so like choreographed. And again, with Dreamlover and this Anytime You Need a Friend, it's kind of just her hanging out with her friends doing whatever. Like it's not so rehearsed, which brings a natural element to the videos. And I think that's why that resonated a lot with the many different people. So this is the Soul Convention mix. We're doing honey mustard pretzels. I already tried some though. They're kind of dry. I can't see what her hat says, but Mariah's like iced out once again. So she got the brands on brands on brands. She got the Chanel glasses, DKNY shirt, the hat, I don't know, it says like mode or something. So I'm trying to figure that out. About a pump with the jeans moment and a beret. I always wondered, did she rent out the whole park when she went to this park, amusement park thing? Or did she just like go ahead in disguise? Vocals. The vocals are so crisp on this track. Exactly. This is the studio version. And what are they doing to the violin? They gotta lubricate the violin? Or do dried mango? The cheekbones. I just want a face card like that. I love it. They both have tea there. They're such divas. When Mariah puts up her hands like this, you know she means business. So don't play around. The fact they got a whole ass orchestra for this. Drama. Bring drama back. They're just having a full-on vocal diva battle, and I'm living for it. And Luther's just nodding in approval. Iconic. Now we're gonna do the live version from Royal Albert Hall. This is like a peanut butter trail mix situation. Now notice how the studio track matches the live track. Can your faves say the same? You don't need to answer, I'm just asking the question. Their voices complement each other so well. You know, this is what I love about collaborations from back in the day, because it was an actual collaboration. You know, the two artists got into the studio face to face, recorded beside each other, you know, bounce ideas off of each other, it was a combination of two creative processes in the room. And then they also went on the road together, maybe performed it live once or twice somewhere, went on a talk show together, did a music video together, maybe did a radio interview together. You know, it was a true collaboration, a true partnership, a true friendship most of the time out of those collaborations. Versus now, I mean, it's great that we have the power of technology to just email a verse or a chorus so that, you know, people can collaborate more often. But I just feel like it's less genuine, it's less in person. And it also reminds me of reading Madonna, A Rebel Life by Mary Gabriel, I believe. She was saying how when Madonna was recording Rebel Heart, she wanted to actually get in person with all of these DJs that she collaborated with, but because they were so popular, they didn't really have the time. So it was very frustrating for her to not have that in-person experience. And because I think it comes off more genuine and you truly see the fruits of your labor. I feel like now so many people are just adding a verse here or there, and then plus like they're just sending it in by email. Like, is that really a collaboration, or is it just you just sending some shit you just came up with? Because a true collaboration is a partnership, and it's, I don't know, just articulate it. I mean, I guess you could consider a partnership because at the end of the day, the artist approves whether or not they want that duet to come out. But I just feel like it's more fruitful when it's a collaboration like this, in my opinion. It's also more memorable because you're bringing together the two fan bases for like content like this, not just the track itself. I'm gonna steal a yogurt pretzel while they get into the bridge. You see what I mean? It's such an exciting thing to see this collaboration in live and to see how both artists command the stage, whether they can both hold their own and whether they complement each other well. Exceptional. We are ending off this Music Box music video. It's kind of a tongue twister video with the Music Box Then and Now, which is basically a compilation video about all of the album's accomplishments and impact in kind of an animated video. So I'm excited to watch this one. We'll end it off with the festive candy corn. Then at the end, I will tell you guys my final thoughts, what my favorite video is, and my favorite snack. So let's get into it.
In 3 short years, Mariah Carey made an impressive mark on the music industry with 6 #1s on the Billboard Hot 100.
That's insane. 6 #1s in less than 3 years. Probably sounds like nothing today, But I don't think people understand the magnitude of that, especially for a female artist. And most artists pre-80s, pre-MTV, usually had like 1 to 4 #1 records. I think the person who had the most was probably like Michael Jackson or something. I think like the only people to ever had like more than like 5 #1s, more than 10 #1s was like Diana Ross, the Supremes, the Beatles, and Elvis Presley, as far as I know. In the 80s, Madonna and Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, I think each had like 8 or 9 or 10, or I think the end of the decade with like 7 or 8 #1s. That was like after 10 years, at their peak. Mariah, only 3 years in, had 6, and by the end of the decade had 13. I don't think people understand the magnitude of that. Like, she became the female artist with the most #1s in 1996, like 6 years into her career. She was on the girls' necks. Love the animations on this.
This became her 7th #1 on the Hot 100 and stayed on top for 8 weeks. It was a staple.
Yes, it did.
Graduations in the 1990s. And years later, Carey would perform the song as a tribute to heroes of 9/11 and essential workers during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Some artists wish to have one song, like, or any song, and most artists have like one song that's like that. Mariah has like multiple. Make It Happen, Hero, Fantasy, One Sweet Day. Like, these are all, We Belong Together. These are all songs. All I Want for Christmas Is You. These are songs you hear at like every kind of event. I remember
Without You.
I forgot to react to Without You.
These and future remixes would distinguish Carey as a pop diva who was just getting started.
See, that's what's amazing about Music Box. It's like she reached such heights, and you would think she would come down from that. But if anything, it just got, the highs got even higher with Daydream and Merry Christmas, irrelevant now. Again, taken from the special. But in your eyes. Finally, we're gonna react to the Dreamlover mini documentary from the Music Box 30th anniversary specials.
The Dreamlover video was the first time you ever see me smile.
We try to make this, like, what would we do if we were dancing in the club to this song?
With the choreography, I love the juxtaposition of that. I love how it's supposed to be choreography you would see in the club, and it's very mechanical, it's sharp, it's clean, it's kind of a little bit Janet Rhythm Nation, like, because it's very like clean lines, kind of like the If thing, but it's juxtaposed with the natural organic background of the field that they're in, and the environment, how it's like there's flowers, there's fields, there's grass, whatever. Another thing that I found really amazing about it.
My fans are, I feel, unparalleled. To the Lambs, I love and adore you.
Final thoughts. What was the snack I liked the most? I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, why did I like the dried mango out of all of the different candies and pretzels and whatever? I loved all the music videos from this era. I would say this, Daydream, Butterfly, Merry Christmas, Rainbow, honestly every era, you're gonna have a good music video. But it's, like I said, it was a step up in budget, but then at the same time, as Baja, the stylist, said, it wasn't Mariah, the glam queen, the diva, the full force pop supreme that we know her as today, with the flowing gowns and the extravagant sets and budgets. It was just kind of simple girl next door image, but also a step above that, because also I'm Mariah Carey and I have 6 #1s in 3 years. So I just think Music Box, it was great. All the videos were very organic, they were fun, they were loose, and it was just a good old-fashioned time. So yes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite candy, but also what is your favorite music video from the Music Box era? Bye.